Hello and welcome to all of you on my productive and industry oriented training platform. So if you want to become virtualization expert and want to grow your career on the platform of VMware, so you must have to categorize this domain into two major areas. The first one is hypervisor, while the second one is the management domain. Basically, when we talk about the hypervisor, so we know that it's a kind of a major operating system which have the capacity, which have the capability to directly operate on any server hardware. This operating system, which is known as the hypervisor, can directly communicate, manage, operate all kinds of operations on any server hardware. Basically, the functionality of the hypervisor is to convert the physical components into logical components, and on behalf of those logical components we can create all kinds of virtual machines, and after the deployment of virtual machines you can install operating systems, might be on the platform of VMware or any open source application. But the important thing is that we need to highlight the three major domains which any hypervisor converted from physical components into logical components. So these three major categories or these three major domains are known as compute, storage, and network. So if you can select any hypervisor, it might be Proxmox, Microsoft Hyper-V, or even VMware. The basic, or you can say the fundamental capability of the hypervisor is to convert physical components into these three major categories. Now, the networking part, or you can say the physical Ethernet adapters, will be converted into logical components, and those logical components known as virtual switches. And in the same manner, the physical storage media, which generally created on RAID 5, so that RAID 5 volumes will be converted into software components. So by that way we can easily allocate those storage volumes to any virtual machine or to any physical host. And the third component is definitely your memory and processor. When you converted all these physical components into logical components and want to manage those hypervisors, now that's the time where we entered in the field of management. So we are going to find out the applications, or we are going to find the solutions which can provide us better management solutions, better kind of operations regarding the virtualization platform. So now if I talk about the management area, so on the platform of VMware we have two major applications. The first one is vSphere, while the second one is vCenter server. Why we have two applications? Basically we know that there are generally there are three kinds of data center. The first one is, you can say, a small office, home office, a beginner kind of data center, while the second data center is known as a small and medium size business data center. While at level 3, if we talk about the data center, that data center is known as enterprise level data centers. So if we have a kind of a smaller data center, it's the level of SOHO or SMB, a small office, home office, or we can say a small and medium sized business. So for that purpose we can easily adopt vSphere application to perform all kinds of operations regarding the implementation, troubleshooting, management, backups, snapshots, and all stuff related with the VMware management, implementation, deployment, disaster recovery, and all kinds of stuff which we generally perform in any data center. So these kinds of functionalities for a small and medium sized data center where we have 5 to 10 physical host machines available, and on behalf of vSphere application we can easily configure the storage volumes, we can configure the virtual switches and virtual machines as well, and we can define the subnets, DNS roles, DHCP, and all kinds of basic functionalities which generally recommended inside the small and medium sized data center. And the important thing is that this vSphere application comes without any licensing cost. So that is the important criteria, that if you want a kind of application without any licensing cost, so the vSphere is the best possible solution. Second thing is that if you want to perform a basic kinds of implementations, like you are going to you are just trying to configure the virtual switches, a basic kind of storage volumes, and all basic activities which we generally perform related with the virtual machine spinning and all other stuff. So with this regard, you can easily utilize the vSphere application inside your data centers for remote management, implementation, troubleshooting, analysis, and all kinds of stuff we generally perform by virtualization administrator.